It was a crisp morning in Los Angeles, the kind that carried a faint promise of change. Oprah Winfrey stood by the large bay window of her sprawling estate, gazing out at the city that had witnessed her rise to an icon. Her reflection in the glass was one of triumph. A billionaire media mogul, humanitarian, and global inspiration. Yet as the sun painted the horizon in warm hues, an unshakable sense of emptiness lingered in her chest. She had scaled heights most could only dream of, but today success felt like a gilded cage. What was she missing? The day unfolded in its usual rhythm. Oprah's personal assistant arrived, carrying an armful of mail. Among the glossy invitations and formal correspondence was a worn envelope, its edges frayed from handling. Oprah's keen eye was drawn to the looping handwriting on the front. The sender's name, Lucy Thompson, stirred a faint memory. Lucy had been a guest on her show years ago, a woman who had shared her struggles with raw vulnerability. Oprah's words of encouragement had resonated deeply with her back then. Curiosity sparked. Oprah gently tore open the envelope and unfolded the letter inside. The paper was creased as though it had been held tightly many times before being sent. As she began to read, tears gathered in her eyes. Lucy wrote about how Oprah's advice had been a turning point in her life, giving her the courage to rise above her circumstances. She had rebuilt her life and was now happily married with children. But her story didn't end there. Her husband, a man with a troubled past, was a former convict struggling to find acceptance and stability. They faced societal judgment at every turn, yet Lucy believed in the power of redemption. "Your words changed my life," the letter read, "and I've tried to carry that same hope forward. But now I need your help. I want to do more to give others the second chances they deserve. I can't do it alone." The letter struck a chord deep within Oprah. It was more than a request for help. It was a call to action. For years she had poured herself into creating platforms for change. But this was different. Lucy's letter reminded her of a truth she'd always championed: the ripple effect of kindness. Within a week, Oprah arranged to meet Lucy in person. As she rode through the bustling streets of Los Angeles in her black SUV, she found herself uncharacteristically nervous. Oprah had always been the one to offer guidance, yet now she was stepping into uncharted territory, following someone else's vision. When she arrived, Lucy greeted her warmly at the doorstep of a modest home. Her smile radiated gratitude and determination. Over steaming cups of tea, Lucy laid out her dream: an initiative to help formerly incarcerated individuals rebuild their lives. Her plan included job training programs, employment placement, and mental health support, all aimed at breaking the cycle of recidivism. "I want to create a system where people aren't judged by their worst mistakes," Lucy explained, her voice steady but impassioned. "Everyone deserves a chance to rewrite their story." Oprah listened intently, her eyes never leaving Lucy's face. "This," she said finally, her voice filled with conviction, "is exactly what the world needs. And I'm with you every step of the way." What followed was a whirlwind of planning, collaboration, and action. Oprah leveraged her extensive network, securing funding and partnerships for Lucy's initiative. Together they launched the Second Chance Project, a nonprofit dedicated to empowering marginalized individuals. The organization quickly became a beacon of hope. Former inmates found meaningful employment, counseling, and a supportive community. Testimonials poured in. Stories of parents reunited with their children, of individuals starting businesses, and of lives transformed. For Oprah, the journey was transformative. She often reflected on how Lucy's courage had reignited her own sense of purpose. On one particularly poignant evening, they stood together at a gala celebrating the project's success. Oprah turned to Lucy, her eyes shimmering with emotion. "You've reminded me why I do what I do," she said. "This isn't just about changing lives. It's about creating a legacy of compassion. Together we've built something that will outlast both of us." Lucy smiled, her voice thick with emotion. I couldn't have done it without you. You've been my guiding light, Oprah." From that day on, the two women continued their mission side by side. Their work inspired countless others to join the cause, proving that even the smallest act of kindness could spark a revolution of hope. Together, they exemplified a simple yet profound truth: when we lift others, we lift ourselves.